What do you do when an animal companion gets sick or injured in the middle of the night? Now there's an answer. A 24-hour state-of-the-art emergency care center for animals right in Greenfield, Wisconsin. We went to Mecca to take a tour.
I'm Dr. Marla Lichtenberger, and I'm an emergency and critical care specialist, sole owner of the Milwaukee Emergency Center for Animals, and we call ourselves Mecca. And the reason I designed this is there was nothing on this side of town as far as emergency and critical care, 24-hour, 24/7 hospital, and also serving the whole southeastern and western side of Milwaukee. My idea was to set up a place that was something that I really enjoyed working at, spacious, make the place so big, the waiting room big, large. People can come in, feel comfortable. The color scheme was all designed to kind of soothe the spirits of the people that come in under a lot of duress and stress. The main action room is right here. So when the animals are brought back and triaged, so the most serious pets are brought right back to these tables here. And then the floor technician, we call her, so that's the one that kind of runs the floor. She can call the doctor, she can see the doctor, I need you immediately for some kind of problem. Or can you please come here and look at him? She can motion to him. She can see into the ICU unit and motion for help to the ICU technicians. Over on the side over here, we start with radiology. So our films come up within, look at this, the detail on these films. So it's incredible. We can get the films within 3 seconds. And it's really important in our animals because they move, you can't ask them to hold still. This is where we keep all of our inpatients. Some of them a little bit noisy, but usually they're pretty quiet because they're pretty sick in here. We work a lot with the MADOC, which is the domestic control people. They bring all their pets over here. Any injured pets are brought over here. We take care of them and then send them back to MADOC. We work with a lot of the humane societies, a lot of the rescue groups in the area. So we extend our hands out to people too to try to help everybody and, you know, not only run a business, but also extend our hands to help anybody we possibly can.
Hi, my name is Gail Kay. Welcome to Central Bark Doggy Daycare in Franklin, Wisconsin. Currently, there are 30 franchises in Wisconsin and across the United States. We welcome you into our environment. It's the best, happiest environment that you can imagine for your dog. It's safe, it's clean, and it's fun. We have a very structured program. The dogs play from 8 until 11:30 every morning. They come in, they have their lunch. They take a little bit of a nap so that they can recharge. They come back out at 2 o'clock, and then they play again till approximately 4:30, and then their parents come and get them. I can tell you when they walk in the morning and they are so excited to see me and their tails are wagging, it just brings me so much joy. Central Bark prides themselves in offering clients and the dogs different services. We aren't just a daycare. We do sleepovers, so the dog can sleep over when the parents go on a vacation. We also have our retail area, which provides food, toys, treats, anything that they want to just take home with them. We also have grooming, where we do baths, nails, ears. We'd like to consider ourselves a one-stop shop. It is totally our pleasure to be involved with Animal Advocate and this television program. All of the Central Barks have rescues. They do team up with other places where they bring in dogs and they foster them until these dogs are rescued. And that's what we're really about. It's just providing a better life and a better world for all of these dogs.
Breed-specific rescues, like Wisconsin Adopt a Golden Retriever, concentrate mainly on the rescue, rehabilitation, and rehoming of one breed of dog to streamline the adoption process. We caught up with Mary Schmittinger, who filled us in on this type of rescue and just how a rescue differs from a shelter.
Wisconsin Adopt a Golden Retriever started out southeastern Wisconsin, mainly Milwaukee and the surrounding counties. It started with a small group of people, all dedicated volunteers who knew that there was a need for another Golden Retriever rescue group in Wisconsin. As a rescue, we operate a little bit differently than a shelter. Our dogs get the personal touch. They are in private homes. We really get to learn a lot about this dog while it's in our foster home. And that gives us the opportunity to determine what's going to be the best home for this dog when it comes time to place it in a forever home. So that's our job, is to make sure we find the right dog for the right person. We do get a lot of applicants, and people always ask us, how are we going to know what's the best dog for them? We do a home visit. That's an on-site visit at their home, and we interview all the members of the family to get a feel for what their experience is, what their expectations are for that dog. And that gives us an idea of what is going to be the best dog for them. From there, that information goes to our foster homes. When they have a dog that's ready to be placed, it's been in foster long enough and now it's ready to find its forever home, they will go through the list of home visit reports and determine which family might be the best choice for this dog. Once you adopt a dog from Wagger, we always tell people, if you don't want to hear from us again, that's fine. But if you have any issues at any time in the future, we are only a phone call away. We do have very low operating costs, so when you donate money to our organization or any other small rescue, the money really does go to the dogs. We have a program called Foster with Intent to Adopt. This program has allowed us to bring in more dogs than we would normally be able to do. We go to some of our applicants and ask them, would you be willing to foster this dog, which we think is going to work for you? And if you could foster this dog for a minimum of 2 weeks, and see how this dog works out, then you would be allowed to adopt the dog. In that time, we will pay all vet bills. We ask that they pay just for the food for the dog. That's been very successful and has allowed us to bring in quite a few dogs that would otherwise have probably been put down in shelters.
Since our last interview, State Senator Jeff Plahey has reintroduced legislation that would ban the slaughter of horses for human consumption in the state of Wisconsin. The bill number is SB 142 and currently sits in the Agriculture and Higher Education Committee. If you wish to support this legislation, please call Senator Kathleen Vinehout, who chairs this committee, and ask her to schedule SB 142 for a public hearing. To view Senator Plahey's interview, log on to animaladvocatetb.com.
I'm Eileen Ribbons. I'm the Executive Director of the Wisconsin Puppy Mill Project. We have good news to share since last time we spoke. Wisconsin has passed AB 250, the dog breeder licensure bill. Under this new regulation, anyone who is selling more than 25 dogs or 3 litters per year will be required to be licensed, inspected, and to provide minimum standards of care for dogs. Finally, after an 11-year struggle to get this bill passed, we are dawning on a new day of protection for dogs in Wisconsin.
Our loyal companion animals provide us with unconditional love, yet many of them end up abandoned. The lucky ones end up in shelters and rescues with a second chance for a new life. Fortunately, there are people out there willing to give their time, love, and resources to help give back to our animal companions. But the costs for food, shelter, medical, or even transportation to care for these animals can be staggering. Please log on to animalfairycharities.org or call today 262-989-0604 and give something back to those who give so much.